It's Grandpa and Ella Read Aloud. If you have a copy of The Good Egg, then go and get it and we can read it together. And this is also a read aloud if you're wondering. And I'm having my grandpa film for me. That's why you can't really see him. You just see this. And you will be able to see me soon. But it says The Good Egg. This says milk over here.
Okay. By Jory, John, and Pete Oswald.
The Good Egg. Oh, and if you had this book, instead of me having to read it to you, you can go on your camera and scan this.
A QR code.
Yes. The Good Egg. Ooh, look here. We got the donut, the chocolate, muffin, the Good Egg, the bacon, the blueberries, the
What's
the
that
bread.
on your hand?
Those aren't.
So you got a penguin sticker on your hand.
Those aren't blueberries.
I don't know. What would those be?
Peas.
Peas?
Blueberry, strawberry, chocolate. Oh, I already said chocolate. This is a croissant. Egg. So this is a hard-boiled egg, which would what this would look like if you cracked it open and not cracked it open. If you didn't crack it open, but you boiled it in hot water and then you cracked it open, this is what it would look like. But it would not have the smile in the mouth.
Well,
and these look like
raspberries or something.
yeah, raspberries. Raspberries or blackberries. The Good Egg. Oh, I didn't know that says jam.
Actually, it says blueberry. And 1 dozen eggs. I smell something. Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of things, like I carry your groceries, I'll water your plants, I'll change your tires. What? An egg did that? I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days. Farmer's market, back at the store. There was a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelley and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank.
I'm pretty sure those are the 2 Franks. So, this is a fiction book because eggs cannot talk. Eggs do not have faces.
Okay.
And by the way, that is a duck. That's a chicken. That is a duck. You can tell by the beaks.
Yeah,
Chickens and ducks do not make an egg together.
I don't know.
So that must be a chick-buck egg.
Maybe they just didn't draw a duck or a chicken very good. Get the next page.
I got it. Whoop.
Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg.
Wait. Can you turn it back to this page? It looks like he's drawing a rainbow, but he messed it up. He's doing it backwards. looks like they're leveling up. And she's swinging on there to hit the target and break her shell open. The windows are cracked. That ball could slip right out and crash, boom, bang. And that 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. That equals 4. You shouldn't be scribbling on the wall. Look at him. He has to clean it all up. Poor good egg.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a very good egg.
I'm a very good egg. Not
Very
very
good
good.
egg. Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night I was
Scrub-a-dubba
exhausted. My head felt scrambled.
Ding. Row, 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 row. You see, that can really quickly break. So you should not be doing these things at
I
home.
never saw an egg with arms anyways.
Yeah, that's fiction. That's why I said.
Okay.
They just probably took a picture of an egg, draw eyes on it, and draw feet.
Yeah.
And if you're noticing, you should never even try to do this at home, and you should never go in the toilet.
Yes.
And you should never do this to your egg, like stack it up, because if you do, crash, you'll have a big splot mess on your counter.
Yeah. Then one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell.
Yes.
Kick me, it says on the back. Yikes, it says over his head. They were everywhere.
Oh, by the way, if you should never put a sign says kick me on the back of somebody, because people would start kicking them and that would hurt. And if you didn't want somebody to do that to you, then you shouldn't do that to them,
That's right.
because that's very mean.
My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself, the pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. He's getting yolk transfusion. They x-rayed his head, anatomy, a doctor's certificate. Oh, nothing's out there, Butch. I
Butch
was
quit.
cracking up. Literally, something had to change. I've had enough. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelley and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and the other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days, the days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. I grew a beard.
Scribble, scribble, scribble. Yeah, you can see like nothing. Little dots. A little more dots. Giant dots that are sticking out. And he's drawing all his other eggs because he's lonely.
Out there on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. Trimmed his beard off. Sleeping on the road. I took walks. I read books.
This is the
I
good
floated
egg.
in the river. I wrote in my journal.
Scribble, scribble, scribble.
I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting.
one more if you forgot that one. Grandpa, you forgot that one.
I did. That was breathed out and painting. For once, I found time for me. I guess it says me on the clock.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, that's 12. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Three and me, they rhyme.
3 and me.
Okay, what's he got in his eyes?
It's 3:20 o'clock on that
3:20. Good job.
And he got cucumbers on his eyes. A lot of people think those are pickles, but they're cucumbers.
Okay.
I don't know where he got all this stuff from and where he paid a hotel to do all this stuff, but it's crazy. He must have billions and billions of dollars because he's a good egg.
Guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled.
There's no cracks. There's no cracks like... There's no cracks like that on him.
Yep. Next page.
And if you're wondering, we are going to read this book next.
Okay, but let's finish this one first.
Okay.
I started to feel like myself again.
Never put rocks on top of an egg.
Zen. It's a Zen garden. He's balancing it.
Okay, for real.
Learning to meditate.
If you put an egg in like a bowl and then put a rock on it and let go, crash.
Well,
your egg is gonna break. So do not try to do that experiment.
Maybe a super strong shell.
It's fiction.
So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old garden and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here.
Look, they're scribbling on him. And
this
then,
time, I know what I needed to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself.
And look, if you see down there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 eggs meditating.
So they're learning to be like him. Yeah. What's the next page?
We're almost done. No, this is the next page.
Here we go. Farmer's Market. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Welcome home. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Hands annoy. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Heyo, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy do, other Frank.
So I just showed you everybody's names.
Yeah.
What does that say?
It says save. Must be on sale. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like it was before. Here's what I realize. The other eggs aren't perfect either, and I don't have to be. I'm okay with that.
So,
Is there another page or what?
You see how they're having some badness? But they shouldn't be having badness like that. That's way too bad. You could break your house. I'm not kidding.
Okay. Is there one more page or what?
We have...
That's it.
Yeah, one more page.
Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home.
And that is the end.
That's the end. Goodbye from us reading
Bye.
today. Grandpa and Ella read aloud. Read a book.